Problem 1.1.16 says a relative maximum of a function occurs at the highest point on a graph over a certain interval. A relative minimum of a function occurs at the lowest point on a graph over a certain interval. And explain how to identify a relative maximum and a relative minimum of a function using key features. So let's say we have this graph here. We have our x and y intercepts. I might have a graph that looks, let's say it looks something like this. All right. It doesn't have to be perfect, but some kind of cubic looking function potentially. Now, a relative maximum or a relative minimum is talking about a specific interval, okay, a specific area. So let's say we're only looking at this window here, from here to here. My relative maximum would be somewhere there. All right, so that's a relative maximum. Again, you're looking at a specific window. Now, my graph, if I look at the entire red line, it goes forever up here, right? It's going to keep going. So my maximum is somewhere way up there. We're not worried about the absolute maximum. For this question, we're looking at relative maximum, okay, specific area. And then the same can be said for, let's say we're looking at this window. Again, you can do this for any part. This piece is my lowest piece, so that is my relative minimum. Now, again, on this left here, this graph continues going down forever. So there's an absolute maximum, absolute minimum eventually. But we're just talking relative max and relative min. What you're going to find is that anytime you have a max, what's happening to our graph? All right, at that maximum point, our graph was increasing, and then it changed direction to be decreasing. So for a relative maximum occurs when a function changes from increasing to decreasing. And then a relative minimum, so if you have this curve here, this is when a graph was going down, okay, so it was decreasing, and then changed direction at your minimum, and is now increasing. So relative minimum occurs when a function changes from decreasing to increasing. So I filled that out, check your answer, make sure you're right, and you're good.